Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Today we are going to jump on and do some press-on nails for my Etsy shop. And I'm going to do these from start to finish. So we're going to start by prepping the nails, and I'm not going to buff these nails. I'm going to just chemically prep them. So I'm just wiping the shiny layer off with some acetone. And we are going to do some long coffin nails today. So for my press on shop, if you have watched any of my videos at all, you're going to know that when I do orders, or when anyone orders maybe more than 3 sets from me, I tend to give a free set as a free gift. Not always, but if I can do it, I will do it. And you know, a lot of the times, a lot of my repeat customers, there are a number of my repeat customers that I'm noticing now they order in a size large, so my size large, okay? So what I decided to do is I am going to pre-make some free gift sets. So what I mean by that is I'm going to have these sets made and I'll just leave them aside for the possibility of a free gift. I'm not going to put them up on my Etsy shop to purchase. They're not going to be sets that are even on my Etsy shop to purchase. They are literally going to be made for the sole reason of being a free gift. So I hope that makes sense. I'm just coming in here now with some tip primer, just because that acetone didn't fully remove the shine on those nails, and I just want to make sure. So sometimes acetone doesn't always, it depends on the nail tip. Sometimes you can go in and remove it with acetone, and other times it just won't work, and it depends on what that nail tip is made up of. So for that one, it just didn't work that well. So I'm going to go in with some tip primer, and I'm kind of scrubbing that into the nail there, and I'm just going to let that sit. That's going to create a little sticky it's like double-sided tape. So it's going to create a little double-sided tape effect for the press-on nails. So yeah, so this is going to be like I said, these are going to be free gift options for my Etsy shop. As I've said before, I don't always give sets as free gifts because if I don't have time, if I don't have time and I have a really busy week, I have a really busy schedule, I do take gel clients during the week. I'm a full-time gel nail technician and I have Etsy on the side, if you know what I mean. It's not my full-time gig. Press-on nails are not my full-time gig, but if I get an order that's large, and I do have a few repeat customers, if I get an order that's large, as in more than 3 sets, 3, 4, 5, I always love to try and give a free gift, a free set as a free gift, if possible. It's not always possible. So because a lot of my customers do order in the size large, I'm noticing a repeat trend. There's a few, I can even name them by first name. I obviously won't name them on this, but I know who they are, and if I have like these in the background just sitting down waiting, I think it's just a really good idea. I'm just going to say hi to the people that just jumped on. Hi Abigail, and hi Veery. Hello, thanks for coming on and saying hi. Also I'm going to use, so strategically I was looking through my collection, my nail polish collection, which I have a lot of nail polishes, and there are some nail polishes that I'm not going to use anymore on clients or offer on clients. This is one of them, only because it's coming to the end of its life. It's running low. It's from the manicure company, and it is the shade Vamp, and it's a gorgeous glitter purple. The only reason why I won't be rebuying it is just because I don't buy a whole lot of colours from the manicure company anymore, and I do feel like I have a colour that's very, very like it in... Hello Amara, how are you? Welcome. I have a colour that's very like it in Madam Glam, and I'm going to show you so this is Madam Glam. This is my glitter wheel. This is Madam Glam in Midnight Tinsel. Now it's slightly different. This purple is a lot lighter, but it is slightly different, but it's close enough to this where I'm not going to repurchase this one. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm actually going to do a base coat on these, just a little thin layer of base coat. But yeah, this is the reason for doing this. Like, I was looking through my nail polish collection and I just had a bit of a, I don't want to say an epiphany, but I had a bit of an idea of thinking, okay, there are a lot of polishes that I don't really even offer on my swatch sticks anymore to clients. There's not enough left in the bottles that I would be making press-on sets to have up on Etsy so people can jump on and, you know, buy, because I then will have to go and constantly repeat buy this colour, and if I don't really want to repeat buy this colour, then it's silly. And I just thought to myself, why not make a few pre-made sets that are ready as gifts? And that way I'm using the colour that's in the bottles. I don't really have to dump them or throw them out when there's still maybe a set or two left in them. And there's quite a few colours in my collection that I think I am going to do. I'm going to use them for free gift sets. So comment down below if you think that's a good idea, because I actually do think that's a really good idea. And if you yourself even have a press on nail business and you have the same thing where you're looking at your colours and there's a good few colours that you wouldn't necessarily offer, you just have them, they're kind of sitting there, I think it's a good idea to use them up and pop them on nails to have in your back pocket as a free gift. Because I think for a press-on owner, you don't really want to be using your very popular colours or your colours that people order again and again, because they're your money making colours, or they're your money making sets. So you don't really want to keep, you know, going for them and using them as the basis of your sets, because that would just be silly, I think. Okay, so we're going in with the base coat now for this. I'm also using Hone as base coat because I have a big bottle of this base coat and I don't tend to use this on clients. So I'm going to use this for a few of my base coats for a few of my sets for press-ons. And I also can't wait to show you this purple colour. It is really good. It's a really nice colour. It was one of my favourite purple colours, but it's just when your gel collection gets bigger, you don't necessarily just want to keep rebuying and rebuying. If you have something similar in another brand, then you might prefer that brand. So that's kind of the way I look at things. I'm trying not to just rebuy for the sake of it. Okay, so I'm just checking now. I'm looking from side to side of those nails just to see that that base coat is nice and even and it's not, there's no lumps and bumps anywhere. And I'm going to pop that in for a full cure. So yeah, I'm just going to pop that on in my sun UV lamp there, and it's going in for a full cure. And I cannot wait to show you this colour. It is a gorgeous colour. I feel like it's a beautiful colour, but I don't want to just throw it out and not use it. This is my glitter wheel here, and I actually don't even have this on my glitter wheel as an offer. And the reason being is I have had it for a while as well, so I'm not sure for clients if this could be kind of gone. You know, I don't want to take that risk. But it's absolutely perfect to use it on press-ons. Okay, so I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to give it a little mix. And if you're watching and you can hit like on this video, I really would appreciate it. Really would help out a lot. Okay, I think I have to sneeze, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're going in now with this gorgeous purple here. I hope the camera can capture it. It is very nice. It's just close enough to that Madame Glam one that the Madame Glam bottle is new. It's new enough. It's from one of their winter collections. And I don't need two similar like that. Okay, so we're just going from the top of the nail to the bottom. I go in both directions and I just pull it down the nail. So there you go. That's the purple there. It is so pretty. It is really nice. I already have another colour in mind as well for this kind of experiment. So it's a Semilac colour and it's a blue. I have a lot of baby blues and this baby blue is probably one that I don't use as much. So I think I'm also going to use this in a free gift set as well. But I think the bottle is almost full too. So I could probably, you know, remake the set of the blue one as well. I'll actually show it to you now. I'm just finishing this nail here and I'll show you the blue. So it's this one here. It's from Semilac and it's called Caribbean Sea. And this is one that I think I'm going to make either a free gift set or kind of a model set. So it's a little bit sheer, if you can see. It is a baby blue, but it's a little bit sheer. And I do have it on my swatch ring for clients to pick from, but they don't ever go for it. So I think I could use it up for press-on free gifts. Also, if I have this done and I have, you know, sets ready to go, it'll be a massive weight off my shoulders, because now is the time to do it when you're not that busy. I'm not that busy at the moment. As in, I don't have a ton of orders in to do this week or anything. So when you're not busy, now is the time to do things like this. If you have ideas like this, to get them done. And 100%, I know that the camera is not picking up how nice this colour is. It's one of those, it's kind of impossible to pick it up on camera. You really do have to see it in real life. And again, if you're just jumping on now, this shape is long coffin. It's a beautiful shape. And I got these tips on Amazon. Also for me, if I'm going to give a free gift as a nail set, long coffin or maybe even extra long something is a good one to go to. Number one, because a lot of my orders would be long to extra long to XXL to 5XL to 10XL. Like, they're not, I don't tend to get orders for short nails. So if I'm pre-prepping this ahead of time and doing a free gift or doing bunches of nailed up as free gifts, this is kind of a safe shape for me to go to, because a lot of my clients or customers tend to go for long-ish nails. So long coffin then is it's a good one. or even an XL square would be a good one. This is a beautiful autumn colour as well. It is very, very elegant. There's something really elegant about this. So I'm going to pop that in now for a full cure. And we're going to do coat number 2, and I think 2 coats should be perfect for this. Yeah, I think 2 coats will be perfect. It's a really berry colour as well. Like it's very berry. And very full coverage. You can see there how full coverage those 2 nails are compared to the others. In just 2 coats, they are perfectly covered. Yeah, it is so pretty. Am I going to regret my decision now, saying, oh, I probably won't rebuy this colour again now. So this is why I'm going to use it up on a free gift. And then once I start painting it on, I'm like, oh my God, I love this colour. But you do have to have some sort of self-control when it comes to buying nail goods or nail goodies. Yeah, okay, so that is perfect. Absolute flawless coverage in 2 coats. Just having a look from side to side. Yeah, that is perfect. And I'm going to pop this one in for a full cure as well. So like I said, I sell my press-ons on Etsy. I don't have a website, a personal website. I do sell on Etsy. And yeah, it is definitely a good place to sell if you don't have your own website and you just want to go on and try your hand at something. If you want to go on and try it, see if there's even a market for it. Because a lot of the time with Etsy, the market will be built in, and you'll pretty much know if there is a market for what you're trying to sell on Etsy or not. It'll show you pretty quickly, I think. And if you're just jumping on, this is the Manicure Company and the shade is Vamp. It's 190. So it's just like a full coverage berry plum colour with gorgeous sparkle in it. I have worn this as a full colour nail on myself. and loved it. I'm actually going to show at the end exactly the comparison between this and the Madame Glam colour that I was showing you. Now, I know the Madame Glam colour is a lot lighter. It's not as berry, it's not as deep, but it is in the same family, as in it's a dark purple glitter, full coverage glitter. Now you also could like pop this up as a pre-made set if you wanted to, if you were interested in that. The only thing is you're kind of taking a little bit of a risk because you're taking a little bit of a risk because with pre-made sets you're just going to have to decide on what you're going to make. So if you're going to make a size large, a size medium, a size small, and then it just might never ever sell. I'm going to pop this out. Now I have done a few pre-made sets in the past and they haven't sold and they're probably still up there. So I don't necessarily like doing that because they're just sitting there basically if they don't sell, and you are taking a risk on the size. Okay, I'm just going to go in with the top coat now. We're going to use the Glitter Bells No White Pima Free top coat. But obviously you can use whatever top coat that you have, or your favourite top coat, whatever one you like using. My favourite top coat at the moment is Clarissa. It is such a good universal top coat. It works the same over every brand that you use it. I also love Madame Glam. But the Madame Glam is a little bit thicker in consistency than Clarissa. Clarissa is a teeny bit more self-leveling now, but Madame Glam would be a close second for me for the favourite one. You can see the sparkle there so much. I'm also trying to make sure that the top coat is even, so I'm just looking at it from every angle and making sure that the line of light is even. Yeah, I think that is pretty good. Just don't want it to look lumpy and bumpy. So like I said, I'm always like using a motion from the top of the nail down to the very tip of the nail, and then back up the way as well sometimes. And that looks pretty good. Pop that in for a full cure. And I'm going to actually pull out the comparison now. So this is the colour that I said that I had from Madame Glam. It's called Midnight Tinsel. So I'm just going to show you against Vamp. Now, as you can see, it definitely is different. So Vamp has a deeper berry colour, and the Madame Glam colour is a little bit lighter. But they're definitely in the same family. You would put them side by side on a swatch stick. Okay, so we're going to go in and top coat this one now. It does feel really good though to use up your colours. If you know that your colours are coming to kind of the end of their life, you're not going to use them. Probably not going to use them on yourself. You're probably not going to offer them to clients. And you have no intentions of using them on press-ons. It is definitely a good way to use up your colours, because look at this now. This is a beautiful set that someone is going to end up getting eventually. And literally that polish was just sitting on my shelf and could have probably just been dumped eventually when I declutter, because it wouldn't be something that I could give away really. You know, I've probably had it for just that bit too long that you wouldn't give it to anyone else. Yeah, I think that is pretty even. Leave a nice generous top coat on there now. So I'm going to pop that in and cure that one. Now this is how they turned out. They are so pretty. Let me see if I can just pop them off without the sticky sticking to them. Yeah, this is how they look. Oh, sorry, just knocked off it there. So this is how they look. Absolutely fab. I'm just going to pop them down here. I love the colour. I'm so glad that I jumped on and decided to do this project. 100% the camera is not picking up how nice that berry glitter is. I will probably take a picture of them outside actually in the sunlight and use it as the thumbnail and put it on the thumbnail of this video. If I've done that in the past. I have taken the pictures outside after. And let's pop that back in there and used it as the thumbnail then, and you can kind of go back and have a little look to see what they're like, to see what I mean. Now, I think I am going to do I was just thinking there while I was top cutting that, I'm going to do the second video idea that I had. Now, this is baby blue, so this is a little more in tune with summer, so a little more in tune with summer nails. So it's Semilac and it's in the shade Caribbean Sky, and I'm actually going to run over and I'm going to get my XXL nails, square nails, and I'm going to do one hand. I'm not going to do the two today, so I'm going to do one. From start to finish, I'm going to do one hand. So I have an idea in mind of something that would be really cool, and I'm going to do it now while I am in this work mode. And that is the set of the berry. I know they're not showing up as nice on camera, but just bear with me. I'm going to run over and get the squares, and I will be back in 2. Sorry now, guys, bear with me. Okay, so we have the long XXXL square tips that I use for my press-ons, and I am going to go ahead and do one half of the set. So maybe will I leave those there? So no, I might move them actually, because the glitter is probably just going to pull away. So I am going to do one hand today of this, and at least one hand is done. So I can come back and I can do the second hand another day, or when I am free or I have nothing to do, I can come back and do the second one. Okay. So let me see, maybe this one. Just going to open this box without it flying everywhere. Oh, it's this side. So. Okay. Now I'm just going to pick out the sizes that I have in mind. So they are my 3XL nails. And I'm going to be able to prep these chemically, I know that, because I've done it before. So by chemically, I mean either prepping them with, oh, that's the wrong size. Prepping them with an acetone, or prepping them with a tip primer. But I think I have prepped these with acetone before, so I will show you exactly what I mean. Okay, my nails are so long that I actually can't get these nails out of the box. And then we have okay. So these are the tips. I have bought these on Amazon. If anyone wants the links to them, I can show you. I can leave the link down below. But for now, we're going to start by prepping this. I'm going to pop this colour away. We're not going to use this one. This was the colour we used for the first set. It's Vamp, gorgeous shade from the Manicure Company. And for the second set, we're going to use Semilac Caribbean Sea, which is a gorgeous baby blue. And I am going to prep these tips. So I'm going to grab some acetone and a lint-free wipe, and I'm just going to rub over the tip, and it's going to take the shine off these tips. Hi, Malia Beach. How are you doing? So all we're doing here is we are rubbing the center or the whole surface of the nail tip with the acetone, and it's going to take the shine off the nails. And like I said at the start of the video, this does not work on every nail set, on every nail tip. It really depends on the nail tip in question. Like on these it works, and you can see the shine visibly coming off when you're rubbing it off with acetone, but it does not work on every single one. Okay, I'm gonna go straight in with this color. So like I said, it's Caribbean Sea. I'm just gonna give it a little mix up from Similac. Similac is another one of those brands that I do like. I have a few colors, but I don't have loads of colors from Similac, but I do have a few, and I have a few that I like, and I definitely have one or two that I most definitely would purchase again. They're not my main brand for color, but there's one or two colors that I have belong to them that I definitely would purchase again. You can definitely see as well that this is kind of a jelly blue. Which is strange for a baby blue or a pastel. I think that's kind of strange to have a jelly consistency in a pastel. But at the same time, jelly colours can be used for a lot of different things too, so they're not just for full coverage nails. This is so bright compared to the last set. The last set was really dark, and now this is lovely and bright. And I know exactly what I'm going to do over it. I am going to put a speciality top coat over it. So we're not going to just top coat these clear. We are going to put some sort of a glitter top coat. I don't even think it's going to be glitter. I think I am going to use a flaky top coat over these when they're done. That actually looks really pretty. It's definitely not my style though to have a transparent, oh, what is that? A little bit of hair on the tip. Definitely not my style to have a transparent pastel-y colour. Also, I think if you see this and in your nail appointment, if you saw this in your nail appointment and you requested it, more than likely it is going to be on the swatch stick with about 3 coats on it. So it's going to be completely built up, and you mightn't necessarily know that when you go in and you request it, and then you have to sit for 3 or 4 coats, which is not ideal, but it's just the nature of these polishes. Now, I am not worried about the way you might think I'm being very rough when I'm painting this on. The reason why I'm not being absolutely crazy perfectionist about the application is because there's going to be a speciality top coat to go on top of it. And when you do that and there's stuff in the top coat like glitter or flakes, it's very, very easy to get away with, you know, the odd streak or the odd little bubble even. Now I'm just going to check what top coat to use. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this one. Now I know we don't have to top coat yet, but I just want to show you. It's called Ocean Pearl Top Coat, and it is from Madam Glam. So like I said, Ocean Pearl, it's from Madam Glam. It's a specialized top coat, and I think I'm going to use this. It's also nice and thick, so it's going to add more structure to the nails. Basically giving them another layer of strength. The top coat will help to do that. It's a nice thick top coat because it has all those little flakes built in, so it's nice and thick, but that also will help give structure to these nails. Oh, it is a beautiful colour though. It really is a beautiful colour. But I know it would drive me crazy trying to get this fully transparent on a client's nails. But it is beautiful. Very pretty. It's very light. It's very feminine looking for a blue. And I also think in that top coat there's flecks of blue flakes in that Ocean Pearl top coat. Oh, hey, how are you? How to remove nails? Well, for these, if you're putting on, I always say if you are putting on press on nails that you want to last, then I would prep your nail kind of similar to how you prep your nail if you're doing gel nails or acrylic. You know, you'd buff up the nail with a buffer or a nail file without damaging it, of course, but you just have to take that shine off the natural nail. Then I would dehydrate it, so I'd go in with an alcohol wipe or a lint-free wipe dipped in acetone, and you wipe all the dust off your nails, and then you go in with your glue. Now, when you do that, sometimes the nails can really, really last to the point where you won't be able to get them off. So, as in, you will be able to get them off, but I mean, they could last for, when I do that to my nails, my nails last for a week. Then maybe one of them will pop off, and then I know the rest of them are going to start to pop off, but I always feel it coming off, and I can go in then and just, you know, re-glue it or whatever. This is when I'm wearing press on nails. If you don't want them to last, similarly then, if you don't want them to last that long, I would not prep at all, to the point where I would not remove any oil off my nail. I'd pop a bit of glue on and I would pop the press on nail. Say if you just wanted them for a weekend, I would not prep whatsoever. I would literally leave all your natural oils on your nails and pop a little bit of glue on. I wouldn't even press it down too much, and it will last you the weekend. And then I would gently remove it in maybe warm soapy water with a lot of cuticle oil. Or you could soak it in acetone as well. But you probably shouldn't have to do that if you haven't prepped your nails. There's also clear sticky tabs that you can buy. They're really cheap if you just want to wear it for a night. They're clear sticky tabs and they're just like double-sided little glue dots really, and you put them on your nail. They come with a lot of the false nails or press-on nail supplies that you would get even on Amazon or AliExpress. But they're ideal if you would like to change your nails up a lot. I actually have never used them though, because whenever I used to put on press-on nails, I would kind of want them on for the long haul for about a week at least. So I never used to use them, but okay, so that's in for a cure, and then I think I'm going to go in with the top coat. So like I said, we have Madame Glam's Ocean Pearl top coat. I'm just wiping the dust off the bottle. I'm just going to show it to you. But I think it's going to work really well with this. So if you can see, there's pink. Look how thick it is. Oh, look how thick it is first of all. That's how thick it is. There's pink. There is pastel yellow. There is a little bit of green. There's blue. There's everything in this. It's a very, very spring gel, and you can see it's just hanging there. It's so thick, to the point where it actually takes a little bit to self-level, and you might have to move the flakes around a bit, but that's fine. I don't mind doing that. It's going to give great structure to these nails. So I am just going to, if you're just joining me, the first set we did was this set here. So it is like a berry plum long coffin. It's a gorgeous glitter. And we did a full set of those just off camera. We did 10 of those and they are ready to go. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to continue doing this. This is going to be like a project of mine, finding colours that I am retiring, but I'm going to use them for press-on nails. Press-on nail free gifts. Okay, so here we have, this is the blue. That is absolutely gorgeous now that it's on 2 coats. I love it. That's Semilax Caribbean Sea, number 72. I love it. It's gorgeous. And we're going to go in with this Madame Glam's Ocean Pearl. So let's see how this looks. I'll actually hold it this way so you can have the perfect view. And I'm going to start in the middle and pull it back. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, wow. This was the right choice. Whoever gets this as a free gift, I think if I got this as a free gift, I would be in my element. So it's not going to be too much. It's not going to be OTT if you can see it there. It's just a few little pastel flakes and showing off that blue colour. So you can see what I mean about it being quite a thick top coat, but I'm going to let it self-level while I move on to the other nails, and it will self-level a little bit. It just kind of fall into itself. But yeah, the consistency of this gel, it is thick. It honestly nearly feels like the consistency of a builder in a bottle, and it's a top coat. But I just love how it looks against the blue because it's reflecting. It has like the pinks and the greens and the yellows, but there's also blue in it. and with the base colour being blue. Yeah, so with the base colour being blue, it's just... Sorry, I've got a bit distracted there. I was just looking at the different sides of it. Yeah, so with the base colour being blue, I don't know. I think this is absolutely fab. And yeah. I don't know about you, but it's so nice to be able to use your nail products, your nail art products, and your top coats and your different things that you don't use all the time. I just think it's so enjoyable because this, like this here now, is a top coat that I do not use all the time. And just because people don't tend to ask for it. So when I don't use it all the time, it just kind of sits there. And you can see how thick it is. You definitely can see how thick it is. But like I said, when she is thick, she is going to add structure and strength to these nails, which is only going to be a good thing. Because it's like, honestly, going to be like having a layer of builder gel on these nails. It's like adding a base coat of builder gel, only that it's on the top layer. That's really what it's like. So again, if you make press-on nails, even if you make them at home, remember that as a top tip. If you feel like you need them to have more strength, any of these any of these top coats that have flakes and stuff, even the ones from eNail Couture, I have a few of those. Any of those type of gels that have the top coats that have built in little bits in them, they are always stronger than your normal clear top coat. They always feel thicker. You can feel it in them. Now I am just making sure that we have a decent and a, what's it called, like a fair and an even amount of flakies. And then at the very end, I'm going to look everywhere and make sure that we don't have a bumpy surface, okay? So because it is thick and all the rest of it, it is going to be at risk for having lumps and bumps. So what I'm going to do is I'm adding a little bit more to each nail, and then that is going to self-level into what's already been painted on, because obviously we haven't cured it yet. So we add on a little bit and it will self-level into what's already there. Kind of like using a slip layer, like you do a slip layer on your gel nails. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this top layer on, and we are going to pop this into the lamp. So I just have to make sure that it's all even, okay? I'm just going to let that self-level for a minute and I will be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so like I said, that takes its time self-leveling. You have to have a look at every side of it, but it is worth it. I'm just going to pull the flakes that I see are bumping out a bit. I'm using my liner brush and I'm just going to pull them into place there. So at the end of the day, you don't have to, and I'm looking at it from all different sides too, you don't have to put this in the lamp until it's perfect or until you're very, very happy with it. That looks so much better already. That looks so much better already. It has moved into itself. Okay, I'm just going to hold it upside down as well. So like you do when you're in the nail salon getting your nails done, and the nail tech will hold your hand upside down to help gravity do its work. You can do the same thing with press-ons. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to hold it upside down for a few minutes just to let that top coat self-level a bit more. And if you're just joining, it was the Madam Glam Soak Off Top Coat, but it's in Ocean Pearl. The name is called Ocean Pearl, and this is basically what it is. That's the swatch of it there. It is that gorgeous glitter goodness. So yeah, I'm going to hold this upside down. Still holding because I have loads of time on my hands, evidently. And yeah, okay, that looks so much better. This is genuinely one of the nicest press-on sets that I have done. And it's so funny because literally I just did this from looking at my shelves and wondering what colours I'm going to kind of retire, and using some stuff up that I don't use that often. So it's amazing what you do when you literally go shopping in your own nail collection or your own nail room, because that's what happened. It is, yeah, I really, really like this. So that's going in now for the full cure. It's so summery. And that is that's all we're going to do today. So just to show you what that last set was, in case, because there's people jumping on and jumping off, and I do want to really say what it was. So Semilac Caribbean Sea with the Madam Glam Ocean Pearl top coat. And, or sorry, is it Ocean Pearl? It is Ocean Pearl, yeah, no wipe top coat. So that was those two. And the first set was this one here. If you didn't see it, it's this gorgeous purple, no, like berry color glitter. Camera is not doing it justice whatsoever at all. And that was the Manicure Company in the shade Vamp, and that's $190. So that is just curing away. That's a no wipe top coat, so that will be fine. Shaya, your beautiful long nails. Oh, thank you. They actually need to be done so badly, especially this hand. They're so grown out, but thank you so much. They lasted me really well. This is Madam Glam's Builder Gel. I actually did this hand I think probably a week and a half after I did this hand, so it's really bad. They need to be redone, but it's Madam Glam's Builder Gel. It's in the white. It's a glitter white Builder Gel. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll just show you it now. I'll pull it out while I'm waiting for that. Just in case anyone is wondering, it's glitter white Builder Gel from Madam Glam. And yeah, no, I won't open it now because I'll get my hand stuck to something probably. But that is it. It's really nice, actually. I love it. It's a really good builder to have in your collection. And this is it. So that's no wipe, which is amazing. These come out and they're fully cured and you don't have to wipe them. So this is it, guys. This is the second of a free gift set that I am doing today. I'm going to have these sets all ready to go in my back pocket for down the line when I get orders on my Etsy shop and there is multiple orders and I really do want to give a free gift set. I'm going to have these done, ready to go, and I'm so glad I did it. Feel very productive and very happy with my day's work today. Thank you so much for coming on and joining. I hope you enjoyed this video of me working on my Etsy shop, and I will be back again soon. If you haven't subscribed, do, and I will talk to you in the next one.